Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch the safety creep. Hey, check.
Hey, 76. 76. 76.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
Tiger.
Gone. And his throw here's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Slam. Check 13. Check 13.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
36-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10.
11.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Caught left side by Funchess. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
We own them. Check 26. Check 26. Check.
Go.
21.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
11. Check 56. Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, dude.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey. Got it. Mike, 56. Mike, 56. I'm coming for you. Get out. Wait. All right, 25 to that.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, Ryan. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And they're a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check. 53 fly. Check.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, Brown. Brown. Brown.
A shotgun snap for Gone. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. And able to find Conley. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Cornell.
Joker. He's checking.
Play action. It's gone. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Tiger.
Get wild. Undercrunch. Check nickel.
To the air again. Gone. Looking long for Westbrook. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Maverick.
What you got, Andy? Give me some.
Hey, Shell.
Rush in.
Throwing again is gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Touchdown, Miami.
Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Goff. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got Fitzgerald. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Ready. 56. Here we go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Steelers' 46-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Ryan. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, Ryan going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check 50, check 50.
Value 3, value 3. 11. 11.
Here's Goff. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Goff now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. On 1st down, here's Breida. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
DC.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
No. Off. Value 1.
Now gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Okay, just like that.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 1. Exit.
Let him go.
Ryan. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. A very solid gain of 27.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Brings up 2nd and 11. The Steelers' 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 25.
56. Focus, defense, focus. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey, wait.
I'm coming after you.
51. Jump. Go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to go deep for Funchess, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Benjamin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D.
Value 3.
Fresno. Kill.
Turbo's up.
Goff now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
2 for 1.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hold on.
At the 33-yard line.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this 2nd half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one? That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too. Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll run on first down. Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Got it. You ready?
Check. No. Yeah, let's get set lunch.
11. Go. 5, 6, 9.
Now it's Ryan. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the slant. 36.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, and they're going. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devin Funches, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage. It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Third and long. It's Ryan. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On first down, it's Freeman, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Freeman again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling.
And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Watch out.
From the gun, here's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Here's Goff. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Miami. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now, having thrown 3?
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Check.
Back to throw, Goff. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. He's got a man, complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Gone. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Under 10. Sponge.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, Shell.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Tighten up. Check.
Ric Flair. 11. Smoke.
To throw is gone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now they'll put it in the hands of Jeffrey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss.